Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Spider, and it's been a while, but I'm finally back for another review. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy, Orion Pax, and Alpha Trion, A Hero Was Born 2-pack. Man, that's a long name. But, here we have the set, or the 2-pack. So, yeah, let's get into it. We'll set these aside. Look at the box itself, which is very big. It's a very, very big box. Like, I mean, keep in mind, like, these go in there. I mean, look at how big it is. And yes, it does come with more stuff, but like, it's too big. Way too big. Little things are falling. Hang on. Let's set that over there. Okay. So yeah, way too big, but very, very nice artwork. Very, very, very nice. Trying to get the glare out of there. You got Transformers on the side. You got some stuff. Very nice picture. You got. I gotta bring the camera back. You can see Alpha Trion on this side. You got Orion Pax on this side. He's all damaged. You got the back of the box, showing all the characters and everything. You got the bottom, bunch of words and stuff. You got the top, Transformers Legacy, which that's a pretty cool picture. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the box, though. So let's move the camera back in, lower it a bit, bring that in, and bring these guys in. Good. Hang on. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I'm always self-conscious about adjusting the camera on camera, but anyways. So, back to the review. We got these two guys, which, for any of you who aren't familiar with these two, basically, Orion Pax is a Cybertronian civilian who gets seriously injured and gets the $1 million man treatment from Alpha Trion. Wait, am my audience even going to get that reference? He gets upgraded and becomes Optimus Prime, which, yeah, for those of you who don't know, Orion Pax is Optimus Prime before he was Optimus Prime. So, yeah. That's the quick little backstory between these two. And with that all the way, let's get into the actual review. So, I want to start off with Orion Pax, because he's smaller. I don't know, that's just the reason I wanted to do it. And, oh yeah, one more thing. These two are repaint and slight remolds, or actually I guess not slight, yeah, kind of slight, whatever, repaint remolds of Cup and Scourge. So I think it's 86 Cup and Legacy Scourge. So yeah, so they're not complete brand new figures, but yeah, the molds fit them well enough. So yeah, once again, Orion Pax is a remold of Cup, which he usually always is. I think there's only one or two Orion Pax figures that are brand new, their own thing. They are not remolds, but usually it's just a remold of Cup. So this is just keeping the tradition. And honestly, it's not a bad tradition. Cup fits Orion enough. But enough yet lollygagging. Let's get into the review. So let's focus it up here. So here we got the front. We got our new windshield for Orion. Looks quite nice. At the top of the vehicle, we got the side, which the wheels are unfortunately, well, that was bright, or unfortunately pegs and not pins, but what are you gonna do? We got the side, you got the bottom, or got the bottom, you got the back, you got the other side, and you got the underside, which, yes, those are his legs, those are his arms, whatever. But overall, he's quite nice. I like him. I think he looks really cool. He's simple, but I kind of like that. It almost looks like you took the cartoon and you're just holding it in your hand. He looks cool. I don't remember if the vehicle is accurate to what he looked like in the cartoon, because obviously these two are very G1 inspired. So I can't remember exactly what his vehicle mode looked like. But this works enough. So that's enough for Orion. Now on to Alpha Trion, which is a boat thing? I don't know. Whatever Scourge is, that's what he is. And, he looks okay. Got a new cockpit piece and a new head covering thingy. So those are new. But you got the boat, which looks like a boat. You got the back where you can plug some effect parts into. I can't speak. You got the top, you got the bottom, which, yeah, those are his legs. You can see his arms peeking out from the sides. It's an okay alt mode for Alpha Trion, but honestly, I don't think anyone's gonna be posing him in this mode. I think everyone's just gonna have him in his robot mode, because, well, that's the only one anybody really cares about for the most part. Also, I don't think he ever transformed in the original cartoon, so we don't really know what his alt mode was gonna be, but, this is suitable for whatever. I don't know. Again, it's just, you're gonna keep him in the robot mode, so this mode doesn't really matter, but it just is weird. But, yeah. One thing that does actually annoy me about this is these things. These little thruster whatevers. They don't click in or tab in or nothing. They just sit there, and so they're very wibbly wobbly, and that actually kind of annoys me about this alt mode, but yeah, whatever. Also, Orion, some of his stuff doesn't always line up. Some of the panels are a bit finicky. They're a bit, they don't always like to go where they're supposed to, so there's always going to be some cracks and stuff in the mold. Not in the mold, but there's going to be seam lines, some more exposed than others, but So, like, some pieces just don't want to go in. If you try pushing another one, it makes something else pop out. So that's a bit annoying. Then what are you going to do? Overall, he looks good. So, yeah. Now, they do come with a few accessories that can store into vehicle mode. Now, we'll take a better look at these accessories in robot mode, but we have this, which can plug into his side like that, which looks okay. Can plug into the other side. Doesn't look any better, really. So, oops. And then we have Orion Pax, almost called him Alpha Trion, and he's got some tab slots in him where you can plug that into, and then plug that into. So you can do that. And honestly, I think his storage looks a little better than Alpha's, but that's just my opinion. Someone else may feel differently about that, but I personally think his looks a little better, but it's still kind of But yeah, that, I believe, is it for the vehicle modes. Oh, no, there's one more thing. Alpha Trion does have, you can see there's a little hole right there where you can plug a stand into. So if you want them in the air, you can do that. But no stand does actually come with the set. At least no stand for him. But yeah, that's pretty much it for their vehicle modes. So let's get into size comparisons. Okay, for starters, here it is with a Lego minifigure. With the Pack of Destruction minifigure Mothra. Hey, she didn't fall forward. And the Pack of Destruction minifigure Godzilla. Now to some more relevant reviews. We have the Generations Orion Pax, which I will say I do like this alt mode a little better. This just feels a bit too Earth-like to me, especially since Orion Pax never got to Earth. He's strictly a Cybertron character, so his alt mode should look more alien. And this, outside of the colors, honestly wouldn't look that weird on the road, but This might raise some eyebrows. Anyways, so next up we have the previous review, the Generations Megatron from War for Cybertron. And finally, the 2007 Leader, Optimus Prime. So, what he was and what he becomes. And areas with Alpha. Just for... Oh, wait, almost forgot. Can't forget that. What's the matter with me? Anywho. Now. Measuring time. So, starting off with Orion, Alpha Trion for no particular reason. Whoops. Extend that a little more. He is almost 7 inches, about 6.5 inches long. Orion is, do it the other way. That'll be a little easier. Orion is a little over 4 inches long. So, yeah. There they are. And that's pretty much it for vehicle modes, so on to transformation. And once again, we'll be starting with Orion, and oh! Before I forget, he's a car, and he does roll. Although, the front wheels are doing a lot more of the work than the back ones. The back wheels don't really roll all that well. But, despite that, he does roll decently so. Now, let's get the camera into a proper position so we can start transforming. So we can start transforming him. I can speak sometimes. Alright, so we're starting with Alpha Trion. We're starting with Orion Pax. And to start him off, you want to unclip these bits, which you just got these. Whoops. You got these little things which plug into there, and that, you can't really see it too well. This plugs into this, like so. Just unplug that. He's got legs already. Okay. What to do next? I suppose next up would be unplugging his arms, which I guess push those down. Now, the unplugging of the arm bit is a bit easier said than done, especially if you don't have nails. But basically, you just want to hook his fingers and just unclip his hands from these two tabs there. So you might just pull those down. And you want to take this and you want to split it and fold these pieces up, and that will go in there. Put something on my nail. Just plug it in like that. Come on now. Plug it in like that. And there we go. We're starting to get places. We're starting to get places. Now you want to untab this, or unhook it, I suppose, and then whoops, bump the camera, and then you want to unhook it from the main body piece, and then it's on a hinge, so you want to push it up, and that will help you untab it from that bit, and then you just want to bring it down. And then this little tab which will hook in right there. Well, it doesn't really tab in that securely. Just mostly just sits there, but whatever. Now, we want to do the same thing on the other side. So, unhook, undo that, do that, pull it, and Oops. I'll bring it down all the way. There you go. Alright, I guess we're going to bring the arms down. You want to bring these legs a little forward. Now you untap that. Now you want to do is just uncrook the leg. Uncrook it, straighten out the leg, and bring this back up, and it'll tap back into place. And you'll see there are two slots in the leg. One for straight, and oops. One for straight, one for crooked. So when you're in leg mode, you want to do straight. When you're in car mode, you want to crook it. Now, probably just fold the foot forward, and we got a leg all done. Do the other one, and with that. Sorry, this is a bit disjointed. I haven't done one of these in a little bit. I've gotten rusty, I have. Okay. Now what you want to do is take these bits, grab this, and just bring it forward. Or not bring it forward, but bring it out. Bring it out. Like that. And then you want to unhook like that and bring this all out. Then you want to bring this up, and you'll see there is a tab there, a slot there, so you want to bring it and make sure it gets in there. It's on a double hinge, so like you think you're doing it, but you're not. So you want to push it and then bring it up, and that's how you do it. Right, now you want to take these wheels, take the arms out of the way, take the wheels, untab them from the front, and then just bring them back and bump the camera. Now what you want to do is bring this down, and these, there's something on my neck. Hang on a second. There we go. So you want to, these two little thingies will click underneath the wheels, and I'll just kind of hold all that in place. Now for the arms, you want to, this is going to plug into that. You just bring it down, tap it in. Now what you want to do is rotate the arm up until it clicks into place. Well, you're not rotating the arm, you're rotating the bit of the arm anyways. And then you bring the arm down. So I'll show you more better here. Hopefully you can see red is very vibrant, so it's a little hard to see. Basically, this piece can move. So basically you want to just bring it all the way up and click it into place. And then bring the arm down. And it is a little difficult to get it back out, but basically you just want to keep your finger here and then just push the actual shoulder until it's, hang on, until it untabs. And yeah, it tabs in rather securely, so it's a little difficult to get it out, but what are you gonna do? Anyways, so now you got this little thing here which is going to form in the backpack. So what you want to do is fold that down, and if you have assembled the torso correctly, it should just tab in, and it does. So that means I did it right. And then we'll take the head and just swivel it back around, and there you have Orion packs all done. Now, on to Alpha Trion, who is a little, even though he's bigger, he's a little more simple than Orion. Orion's got some more complicated steps. So we'll set him to the side, and we shall do Alpha Trion. We shall transform Alpha Trion. Now, to start off with him, you want to bring that down, and then you want to, come on now, focus, thank you. You want to unclip hook the front of it. You want to unhook it from the arm, unhook this bit, and then you want to just bring it up. These will occasionally pop off because they don't click in too securely. Yeah. Basically, you just first unclick that, but you just split it in half. It's a lot easier when you don't have a camera in front of your arms. The next thing you want to do is separate that. These two tabs on the legs. I'll just plug in on that. You want to fold that forward. And then bring this all up. And then what you want to do is then close all of this back up. Yes, that's right, close it back up. Make sure this is above these bits. You want to close it all back up. Almost transform it back into boat mode, but not quite. Then you want to bring this down. And there's these tabs on the side, which will plug into the thrusters like so. Make sure that's down. Oh, no, you want to keep that up. And now you have head mode. This is not a joke. I'm not making this up. This is an actual thing the instructions tell you to do. There's this actual thing and give you this. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Gotta complete the look. There we go. Now I done did it. Like, what is this? What is this and why does it exist? I don't understand. If someone could help me out in the comments and tell me what this is supposed to be, I would much appreciate it, because I got no idea. I don't know if this is something that's Scourge. It's more Scourge related, and it just got carried on over to Alpha Trion. I don't know. But it's a thing that it does, and I'm reviewing the figure, so I have to show you it. So, alright, I'm gonna just get him back into normal vehicle mode. Okay, we got him back in his normal mode, and we're gonna try and forget about that other thing. Now, to actually transform him, you want to fold these out. You want to untab these, which I'll show you more how these click in or secure in place later, because it's kind of hard to show now. You just untap those, and just you want to. Yeah, it's hard to show this. So you want to bring it out of there, and then make sure you get it above the hand. Trying to make sure it's focused, but also keep a good lighting, and it's not easy. Anywho, so yeah, just make sure it gets above the arm. Then you want to do the same thing on the other side. Just undo that, and then bring it up. And there's that. You want to bring that down, which doesn't really click in or anything. It just kind of sits in place. So just bring that down. Now you want to come here at the front. Actually, I should probably raise up the camera. It's a little bit bigger of a figure, so that should help. There we go. There we go. So basically, you want to just untap that, and then just pick which side you want to bring out first, and you just bring it out, and that will unhook as always. There we go. So yeah, just bring all this out. As you see, it just kind of folds in, clicks into place, and you just want to pull it out. Do the same on the other side. Like that. Now, after you've properly filleted him, I don't even know if that's what that word means. Want to come here and fold that down. Then you want to untab it from the legs. And I always forget how to do this bit properly, but basically you just want to accordion this until it's right. I don't remember what is right. Ah, that's right. So you want to fold that. You can't really see. You want to fold this hinge underneath the head. That's how you do it. And then you just fold all this in. And then it just sits in place. And you got a head. And then you just fold that down. And you fold that down. And then you're done with that. And then this bit is pretty simple. You just untab the arms from the legs. Fold it up and click that into the body. Click into the body, fold the arm down, unclick the legs, or disconnect the legs, fold out the foot, and fold out the heel, foot, heel, and you got the main body done. But now we have to deal with his wings, and his wings are probably the most disappointing part of the figure. But basically what you want to do is, you'll see there's a tab there, and that's where it goes. So you want to just fold it in like that. Make sure that's folded out, and then you just want to bring all of this up like that. Make sure that's folded down. Make sure that's folded in, and then you have a wing all done. Yes, that is what the wing looks like, fully transformed. And oh boy, is it not good. Which is why I do something a little different. So I'm going to show you on this side. So basically what I do is click into, let's get the arm out of the way. Just click it into the back here. Fold this piece forward. Fold that forward. Fold that in and fold this over that. And yeah, that to me looks a lot better than this. Yes, you do miss this piece, which is supposed to represent his cape cloak thing, but honestly, I think it's worth it to get a much more clean and streamlined looking thing than this jumbled mess. So yeah, my opinion, this looks far, far better. And this is how I always transform them. But now we have Alpha Trion all transformed. We have them both all transformed. And don't they just look lovely? I bumped something. Don't they just look lovely? I think so. I think they look quite good. So, now we'll be taking a look at the figures themselves. We're going to be starting off with their articulation. Now, I must call them Cup. Now, Alpha Trion, that's not his name either. Orion Pax has a ball joint at the head, so you can go from side to side, look that far back, look that far down. Head can go all the way around if you wish to do that. His arms can go that far out, or that far up, would be the proper way to say that. And go all the way around. They have a bicep swivel and a very, very good elbow bend, and nothing at the wrist, which is unfortunate and weird. It's the same problem Cup had. He has nothing at the wrist. They have no wrist swivel, which is really, really weird because the arms don't really do anything in transformation. They just kind of tuck underneath the truck vehicle mode. So you'd think they'd be able to give it a wrist rotation, but no. Especially since the rest of the articulation on the arm is really, really good. Then you come to the hand, and there's just nothing. It's very, very weird that they did that. And also, this is a brand new piece. I'll go into the details a little bit more later, but this whole forearm and a little bit of the elbow is a brand new molded piece, which means they deliberately chose to still not give him a wrist, which is just why? That makes no sense why they did that. But anyways, very, very tight waist swivel. Legs can go that far forward. And it can go, oops, on top of the backpack. Can go that far back. He can do the full splits. He's got thigh rotation. And he's got, okay, 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And he's got ankle tilt. Ankle tilt. So, that's pretty good. And the toe can go down. No rotation or anything else, or forward and back. It's just, you get tilt, and that's about it. So, that's all for his articulation. Now, on to Alpha Trion's articulation. Bring up the camera a little bit here. His head is also on a ball joint, but because of the collar, it kind of restricts it a little bit. So you get some tilt. You can look that far up and that far down. I guess the more the beard gets in the way, the more than anything. You can look from side to side. The arms go that far out. If you move that back, they can go all the way around. He has bicep rotation. Has a, okay, bend at the elbow. And actually does have a waist swivel. A wrist swivel. So that's nice. And speaking of waists, he can rotate. Legs can go that far forward. And that far back. Can't really see it because of everything in the way. Move his arms out of the way. He can do splits. Thigh rotation. Got a bend at the knee. You can see that. And he has a ankle tilt. Yeah, it's not really there. And can't do anything else besides just make those go down. So, yeah. Orion's ankle is far more articulated than his. But what can you do? Stand up, man. Stand up. There you go. Yeah. So that's it for articulation. Now on to details. You have his focus. There you go. You have his face. Looks decent. Looks decent. You got the chest. You got the arms, which, let me check and have it right. Yep. These are the way his shoulders are supposed to face. Because you can make him go that way, but that's not the way that they're supposed to face. They are, in fact, supposed to face this way. So look in the instructions and on the box. So make sure you got them facing the right way. You get some details, which you get this little weird thing on his wrist, which I'm trying to find a way where you can see it better. Because of the red, it's kind of hard to just see it. But basically, there's this little shape on his forearm, and that is actually accurate to the cartoon. Yeah, there's that one bit I do remember, because I wrote it down. Yeah, that little bit on his forearm is just like it is in the cartoon, which is how I know that these are, in fact, new pieces and not just the same as cups. But yeah, the rest of them, yeah. His back is a bit meh, but eh. And the back of his forearms are kind of that way too. But it's not too bad, I think. But overall, details are nice. Trion, also quite nice. He has his face, which looks pretty good. He has beard and his head. He has arms, I believe, part of the chest, or maybe the whole chest, and the arms are new. These are new pieces. I think the hands are new too. They're similar to Scourge's hands, but I think they are a little bit different. And that might be it. Hang on, let me check my notes. I kind of wrote it down. And obviously his head is new. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. Oh, right. These pieces are new too. But, and very nice Autobot symbol. Which, hang on, does Alpha? Does Orion even have one? No, he doesn't have one. Which I think might be accurate, because I don't think he was an Autobot yet. He was just a guy. Oops. Yeah, that's the one bad part about him not having any heel bits, is he can kind of fall forward a little bit if you don't have him standing properly. But, yeah. Yeah, it's back. So yeah, they're decently detailed. They look nice. I think they look good. Yeah, and like I said, Trion looks far better. Knocking him over. Looks far better in his robot mode than he does in his weird boat mode. But maybe that's just me. I don't care for the weird boat mode because I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Even when it's Scourge, I'm just like, what is this? It's a boat, but it flies, I think. I don't know. It's odd. But, yeah, they look pretty good. Look quite good. And, oh, yes, he does have light piping, but he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why they chose to only give, one of them light piping, especially since they both have new heads, so again, that's a deliberate choice. They decided not to give him light piping, but give him light piping. So, we'll bring in our handy-dandy flashlight. You can see, his eyes are that weird kind of light piping where it is clear plastic, or translucent plastic, but they paint over it, so it only partially glows. I don't know why they do that. It's like either paint it or have translucent eyes. Just one or the other. Don't do both. It looks weird. Anyways. So yeah, oh. Now, onto the accessories for these guys. Orion comes with the same accessories Cup did, which is this thing and a blaster. You focus on the blaster? What, you don't like the blaster? There you go. Yeah, this blaster thing, which very much makes it look like a toy when it's all red like this. With Cup, I think it's like gray or something, and it looks a bit better than the red. I mean, yes, it matches the rest of his color, but it looks not so great in red. And then you got this thingy, which, I don't know what it's supposed to be with Orion, but with Cup, it's a container that has Energon things. I don't exactly remember what they are, but yeah, don't really know what this has to do with Orion Pax, but whatever. Oops. There you go. And for Alpha Trion, we have his blaster, which that sentence just sounds wrong. I'm sorry, but giving Alpha Trion a blaster just feels weird. Like, he seems more like a staff, or at the very least a sword kind of guy. But a blaster? Yeah, it just seems kind of odd. But you can give him his blaster, so he can shoot you. Which, again, just sounds weird. Alpha Trion shooting someone just doesn't really sound that great. Now, for weapon storage on the robot mode, he has plenty of places to put it. You want to put it on his forearm, you can do that. You want to put it on his stuff, you can do that. If you want to put it on his ankle, you can do that. And I don't think there's actually any place to put it on his back. Or maybe... No, there's no place to put it on his back. So you can put it everywhere but on his back. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, I almost called him Alpha Trion. Orion's weapon storage is non-existent. He doesn't have any in his robot mode. He just holds it. Yay. Lovely. So, yeah. I'm going to be honest. These reused accessories from their original molds they just don't really fit with these characters. I wish they gave them new molds instead of just recycling old pieces. But there is at least one good accessory for this set, and that is Vector Sigma, which is this golden orb supercomputer thingy. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what Vector Sigma is. It's just a supercomputer thingy. I don't exactly remember. But it is very shiny and looks quite nice. Yeah. There's a hole on the bottom, so you can plug it into the stand that it includes with. So this is the stand piece, and this is the base. And I really like the detailing on the base. It looks very cool. But you want to take this... Focus. You want to take the plus part, and that plugs into the base. And then that will just plug into the bottom of Vector Sigma. And there you go. But how can one access Vector Sigma without the key to Vector Sigma? Which you can plug in. But this is a very big but. I would not recommend plugging it in much further than that because it will get stuck. It has gotten stuck a couple of times on me. So be careful. You can actually see there's a couple of nicks on there. And that's from my teeth because I had to bite the dang thing and pull it out like Lego style or something. Anybody else do that with Legos when they get stuck together? You bite them and pull them apart? Because that's what I had to do with this. So yeah, be careful when plugging it in. Now, that's not all you can do. You can actually give the key to Alpha Trion, so you can actually hold the key. That's pretty cool. Like they designed it that way. But I usually just leave it plugged into that. But yeah, out of all the accessories, this is the only one that really fits, and if you don't care about Vector Sigma, there basically are no good accessories for this set. But if you do care about it, this is kind of neat. And if you don't care about it, yeah, you can just have this and use it as a ball, play catch with it or something. I don't know. I'll just set that back there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this set, and overall, it's okay. But before we get into final thoughts, let's get into size comparisons. Alright, to start things off, we have a Lego minifigure. Pack Destruction minifigure Mothra. And there she falls forward. Shouldn't have said something. Pack Destruction minifigure Godzilla. And on to the more relevant size comparisons. We have the Generations Orion packs. Which, while I do like his vehicle mode better, I don't know which robot mode is better. I mean, obviously his is more cartoon accurate, but I don't know, his looks kind of cool. The previous review, the Generations Megatron from War for Cybertron. And finally, with the 2007 leader. Oh, jeez. Optimus Prime. Oh, goodness. Stand up, man. Stand up. It's a good thing these toys were built more durable back in the day, else I would have broken something. So there's that size comparison. That was a mess. Sit him to the side. Oh. It's a heavy boy. Whoops. They got hooked together. Alright, now for final thoughts. Overall, I think it's a good set. Although it was a bit pricey when it first came out, as I think it was around 60 something. Probably like 70 by the time tax and everything, so yeah, it is a bit pricey, especially for just a Voyager and a Deluxe and this thingy, which seems a bit not enough for the price. Seems like they were asking that price because it's Alpha Trion and Orion packs. But yeah. But besides that, they are good figures, you know? I mean, Alpha Trion is more for his robot mode than his vehicle mode, but again, he's not really known for transforming, so I think that's okay for the most part. And it's not like his vehicle mode was bad, it's just weird because Scourge's vehicle mode is weird. So it's not really the figure's fault, that's just the mold that they chose to use. Yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. Definitely helps people get more easily accessible figures of these two. I mean, Orion Pax has got a few figures out there, so, you know, he's not really too hard to find. But Alpha Trion, it's not very easy to find a good figure of him. And the ones in the past haven't been very good. Like, the figures of him either aren't very good or they're really expensive. Like, there's a BotCon exclusive Alpha Trion, I think, which is a repaint of Cybertron Vector Prime. And he does look cool, but it's a BotCon exclusive, so it's like hundreds of dollars. So, yeah. And the only other semi-decent one is, I think, like the Titans Return one. But that one's just like, that's not very good because he turns into a lion or something. I don't know, it's weird. So he doesn't look very good. So it's nice to finally get a decent, you know, a decent looking Alpha Trion figure. And this one definitely works. He looks good. I like him. Just wish he came with like a staff or something. But I don't know. Yeah, they're good. I don't know what they're going for anymore because I think they're sold out. So you're gonna have to find them on after sale market, which I don't know what it's gonna go for around there. But if it's a decent price, I definitely recommend picking them up because they're pretty cool. They're fun. They are fun. Which, oh yeah, there's one more thing I want to mention about him. Since this is a remold slash repaint of 86 Cup, it can do what 86 Cup can do, which as you saw me do with his arms, and that is you can pop his limbs off. And it's not just one or two of them, no, you can do this to all of his limbs. So you can make him an amputee if you wanted to do that. Now the reason they did this is because apparently Cup in the Transformers movie gets his limbs torn off by a giant squid monster thingy. Which is kind of a graphic thing to replicate in a toy, but yeah, you could have him hop around like that if you wanted to. It's kind of gruesome, if I'm being honest. It kind of reminds me of what were they? The crash test dummy toys. Kind of reminds me of that because those were kind of similar. Yeah, but if you wanted, you could make him like a Frankenstein's monster or something and do that kind of thing with him. Or if you have like a fossilizer or something, I'm pretty sure some of those pieces are compatible with this, so you can go crazy. So it is cool. It can add some playability to him. But yeah, it's just weird. And plus, Alpha Trion, jeez, Orion Pax is known for getting injured. So I guess you could replicate like, oh, he's hurt by like having his arm come off or something. But yeah. Oops. So yeah, it does kind of make it does make me a little worried that the limbs will become loose over time, and you just hold it, and the limbs will just all pop off. Which I'm a bit worried about that, but so far they do seem to hold in decently. But we'll see. But yeah, once again, accessory-wise, this set's kind of eh. I wish there was more, like maybe a table he could sit on so he could like operate him or something, or I don't know, maybe like a damaged chest piece you could like clip on this so he can look more beat up or something. I don't know. Just something to add more to the set, because as of right now, this is kind of the only real accessory the set comes with. And again, if you don't care about this, then you're kind of screwed. You just get two, figures for like 60 something bucks, which is like, it's a bit steep. But yeah, what are you gonna do? What is one to do? I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I've rambled on long enough. So yeah, decent set. If you like what you see, pick it up. If you don't, then don't. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait, hang on. I almost forgot. Measuring time part 2. So, Alpha Trion. Oh, jeez. Orion is 5.5. Alpha Trion is almost 6.5. There you go. Alright. Did a speed run of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This review has run on for far too long. Sorry about that. I ramble. I have a problem with that. I'm trying to get better. It has not worked yet. But yeah, that's it for this. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Sayonara. Bye. Oh, one more thing. I forgot about this. There's one more thought I had. It's just the weird, random thing I did, and it was kind of funny. But you can, if you put up Alpha Trion's leg like that, and then put his other one like that, his wing thing is kind of keep him standing, so you can kind of have him in a sitting pose. You have his leg crossed, and he looks like looks like a psychiatrist or something. It's like, how does that make you feel? I don't know, just a weird thing I found that you could do with him. Anyways, alright, now that's it. Okay, bye-bye. I'm out of here. See ya.